War of the Worlds. A single person is a separate world in the overall picture of the world. Everyone calls their own fantasies true. The world of each person can be considered as different parts of the body of the same animal. Three blind people were led to the elephant from different sides and asked to describe what the world was like in terms of their perception. Naturally, each of them gave a description of the picture of the world as he felt the part of the body to which he touched. In the same way, we direct our attention and observe our world as we perceive ourselves in the rational void. All our lives we play with different worlds of other people, picking up and rearranging combinations, making puzzles, and very rarely get to the beat. Our brain loves novelty and searches for it. A small stream of energy enters the ocean of energy fluctuations of the order corresponding to it. What we are looking for is what we find. Consider the picture of the projection of the hologram of the worlds and their contact or intersection. At the point of reference origin, next to our point, there are millions of other points, other worlds. The radiations and vibrations of their energy flows intersect with ours and affect our energy field. Inevitable contact is the law of energy fluctuations of the universe. In life, we do a lot of unnecessary things, the manifestation of which does not make sense. But everything that happens reveals wisdom to us. Be careful when interacting with other people. Which frequencies prevail in their energy field, they share with us in the first place, and we, in turn, give them part of our energy. Interchange. But whether it is beneficial to us from the point of view of energy exchange or not, that is the question. Attention directed to condemnation leads to degradation and self-destruction. Everyone noticed that if someone in the room starts yawning, then over time, everyone in a circle also yawns. The first person threw out a wave of low frequencies of vibrations into space, and they went in a circle. These vibrations of heaviness, fatigue, boredom. If someone in our environment hiccups, it is also contagious. These are more visible and common examples of contamination with this type of energy. On the not-so-obvious plane, there is a huge variety of vibrations that are not only transmitted from person to person, but also remain there and multiply, eventually manifest themselves as chronic diseases. And we ask ourselves the question, where did they come from? The answer is simple, from interacting with toxic people. Then, another question arises, how did those people have this kind of formation, in other words, such a set of energy components? Everything happens in the process of our growing up, becoming and forming as a person. With whom we interact, how we learn to react, the acquisition of the habit of attaching importance to everything that happens, and so on. Self-control has an important role. Our world is a projection of our thoughts. The purer the thoughts, the better the world. The quality of our life depends on the emotional state. The emotional state is the energy of the spirit. Positive thinking heals, removes psychological trauma from the past, both from childhood and from other incarnations, or, in other words, the memory of the family. Thus, it changes our reality. It is difficult to maintain positive thoughts due to constant influence from the outside. Manipulation of other people, circumstances, and other factors. What to do when we understand that another person is trying to impose his thoughts on us and provokes us to act according to his rules? The very understanding that this is happening is already a big step towards stopping the manipulation. Exposed, then warned, and stopped. You need to show firmness and stand your ground, without entering into conflict, without proving the opposite. Everyone with his world can do what he wants, but we must not allow anyone to correct our world, by manipulation to the detriment of us. The strong next to the strong feels stronger, the weak next to the strong feels flawed. As a magnet attracts metal to itself, so a person attracts those vibrations of energies that resonate with his energy vibration field. Gold and silver do not react to the energy field of the magnet. The fusion of resonating vibrations amplifies the amplitude of energy flows of both low vibration frequencies and high ones. Getting into the stream of strong low-frequency radiation, the human body begins to give signals such as headache, weakness, fatigue, and other symptoms. Naturally, it is necessary to take action, to get out of the discomfort zone. Unfortunately, many people do not attach much importance to this, attributing their condition to fatigue or find other explanations. Now, more and more, people have begun to understand the need to exclude toxic people from their communication. Such people build their world in the likeness of destructive thinking. They not only fall into the trap of their minds, gradually destroying all the good in their world, but also deform the quality and laws of the worlds in contact with them, the people around them, manipulating, provoking rash actions, forcing them to live according to their laws, which, in their understanding, are correct and unique. Each person has his own understandings and visions of building his own space, the world. This must be understood and respected. Every day we collide, interact, or oppose the various systems of the worlds of the people around us. This is a kind of war of inappropriate worlds. On the energy plane, such fluctuations, if they do not resonate with ours, create an imbalance. If harmony and tranquility resonate, imbalance leads to a decrease in energy vibrations, and over time, on a physical level, it is expressed as a disease. The realization that in our world the laws by which we live and with what environment to contact we create will lead us to peace and tranquility. Awareness makes it possible to immediately read people, understand the method and tactics of their manipulation, suppress any actions from the outside world, and leads to harmony and self-sufficiency. We suffer as much as we allow ourselves. Neither our environment, nor the circumstances, nor the actions of people cause us pain and suffering. We ourselves do it by the method of our own interpretation, by means of inventing problems and troubles. But, after all, the only role in this world is our role. This is our place. No one can live our lives. It must be remembered that the laws of our world work for us on our terms, but not for others in a way that everyone has their own path. It is not necessary to impose on them the criteria and patterns of our world and perception of it. The overall world is not perfect, but it does not need to be made perfect. Let's make our world perfect. And the ideal worlds of other people will be attracted to our space. The energy